Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Rubel. I'm not a member of Great Millstone, yet I've entered into their labors. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the sincere brothers and sisters who are doing this. Wherever your lot is, whatever your lot is, wherever you may be. I'm not going to read much of this out loud. However, you can type it in and you can read it for yourself. And while I scroll, I'm just going to tell a story about a recent event that kind of made me think. So I ended up going to visit some extended family. And he's actually the man passed earlier this year, but he was like a godfather. He was my godfather, but he was more like a grandfather. And he had sons. One of his sons is very well off. And I was at that individual's house, talking, reminiscing, talking about the old times, things of that nature, And needless to say, well, not necessarily needless to say, but this individual enjoys talking about themselves and their accomplishments. And, we got on the subject of business and what I do and what I plan on doing. And, as we know, those of us who truly believe, we have no continuing city, right? We don't, this is not our end all be all. This is not our rest, according to the scriptures. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't know anything about anything. He just knows that he has money and he's done well for himself. And he's not one to take it. He's very, very proud. Not one to take any suggestions. We got on the conversation of working out, and he's told me what he did for his workout. And, I asked him, I said, are you open to suggestions? He's like, okay, well, let me tell you something before you make any suggestions to me. I won a physique competition, 3rd place, and I'm 58 years old. I'm like, okay, well, those type of people are in for a world of hurt. And I hope you're reading this as, you can pause what I'm saying and just kind of read this abstract here, okay? And keep going. So anyway, as I was saying, hold on. Oh yeah, okay, here's the abstract in English, right? Okay, so here's some related patents right here. You can type that in as well, screenshot that. And the more and more the gentleman talked, I'm continuing on with the story now. The more and more the gentleman talked, the thing that came to mind was you never thanked the Lord one time. And it was, hey, look up this business. And I looked it up, and it's like, does it have my name on there? Like, of course, that's why, I'm in my head, I'm like, that's why you told me to look it up. But all in all, none of it was just vanity, self-worship, I, me, everything. Never once did he ever say anything about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And not that I expected him to, but this is just goes to show that people like that are going to be in a world of hurt because they have no idea. They have no idea. Let's get something real quick. They have no idea who their enemy is, right? And they have no idea that they can never trust thine enemy. And this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 12:10. For like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And, I kind of gather the same couple of scriptures. Some of these have been coming out quite often, but, you keep reading them. Commit them to your memory. Commit them to your mind. All right? Because you're going to need these. So let's look up some of these names, okay? And again, I'm not going to talk about that too much. And you can also look at this up as well, okay? Type that in, look that up. Prophecies are moving. And vanity's at an all-time high. Corruption, faithlessness, all-out rebellion, especially among the people who Yahweh Bashmiel said he who belongs to. All right. Let me see. Where are you at? Yeah. Leviticus 25:55. For unto me the children of Israel are servants. They are my servants, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh, your power. Right? We belong to Yahweh Shai. That is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And when I say rebellion is at an all-time high, and faithlessness is at an all-time high, and vanity, and things that, self-worship is at an all-time high with our people. But with us, we ought to remain circumspect. We ought to be paying attention to these things that our enemy is coming out with, right? We ought to be looking. Is this the other one? Oh, here we go. Here's the other one, okay? We ought to be looking and paying attention because this man is not playing games, but neither is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he said that he would come down with great wrath because he knows that he has a short time. But the faster he pushes, the harder Yahweh Bashim Yahushai pushes, and he's going to continue to strengthen our faith. But we ought to remember to be humble and to be thankful. Instead of saying you have to go to work today, which, you do. No, we don't want. We want the kingdom to come, but just on a smaller scale, you should just say, I get to go to work today because people don't have jobs. A lot of things that affected a lot of people did not affect us. Those of us who truly believe and walk in faith, and we ought to be thankful for that. Whenever you get in your car and you make it to your destination without a hitch, you get on a plane, back and forth, make it to your destination without a hiccup. That's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If you walked outside of your house 10 feet and nothing happened to you, that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And we ought to remember to be thankful. Because by all rights, by all means, we deserve nothing but judgment. And I just wanted to remind some of us of that. And maybe that's why the Lord put me in that situation to talk to that individual. Because I have pretty much stayed to myself. I don't really talk to folks. Most people that I know that are around me, I'm the only believer. To the extent that I do. Which I believe in the entire Bible. I believe on the message of GMS. I believe Yahweh sent his son, Yahweh Shai. And his name is not God or Jesus. And that he will be returning. And that these other nations will be going into slavery. And that 2/3 of our people will be cut off on this side, but they will be brought back in the kingdom. That there is reincarnation in the Bible. All the things that if you've been watching me, you know. So as you can see, I'm going to take a pause from what I was saying. I don't want to say too much. Now, this is earlier this year. And as you know, they came out with this thing here. Oh, dang. Wow. But you saw it. Yeah. That is, in South Africa, that's the thing now. And it kind of makes you think if it's so-called because the vowel is short and compared with Omega. So what are they, as of now, as of late, I've just been looking up words because this devil is very crafty. And you got to pay attention to the things he says because they attack emotions because our people are emotional. But there you go. Let me leave it on that screen for a little bit. You can read that if you haven't seen it already. But slowly and surely, this is where we're heading. And I probably can't read that either, but you can read it. getting there right here. That's where we're heading to very soon. And all those people who are not in the truth, let's just say they're going to be calling on a God, but that God that they're calling on is not going to hear them because they refuse to humble down. And let us not be one of those individuals. So that's all I really wanted to get. I just wanted to, have something in the background while I showed you the things that I can't speak of. But you see it clear as day. And if this is here, then you know we coming up on this one too, right? So remain strong, remain humble, remain thankful. And don't let any man talk you out of what you believe. You've come this far. Because it's finna get real. It's finna get hectic. Don't let a situation that you witness or let a person that you, I guess, love or respect or care about the most, however it is, don't let anything pull you out. We're close. So with that being said, Shalom.